You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV. Shout out. Welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV. Welcome back to Soda TV. Bricc Baby poses a question to Vlad, basically asking him like, how is it that Big Meech could come home broke, being that he's just giving so much to people, so much money, so much opportunity, whether he was protecting, whether he was serving, like Big Meech had, you feel me? And it's like, how could he come home broke? Not that people owe him favors, but just the good that should be in some of these people. No, Bricc Baby feel like the red carpet should have been laid out. Everybody should have been on some 42 Doug, and who else gave him some? I forget. So Bricc Baby then goes on to answer his own question, basically saying that he been in that situation before, and when you go to jail and you got this money or whatever you got, and you're talking to a person and giving it to a person that claims that you think is responsible, that may be responsible, you know, all these things people say, man, and then when you get out, he said that stuff like automatically gone. Like everybody has their particular excuses as to why it's gone. Some people have great excuses, but nevertheless, it all ends in your stuff being gone. And also people who wish that they were Big Meech at the time when Big Meech was doing his thing are having a field day looking at Big Meech struggle and ass rock. You feel me? That's what Bricc Baby say, man. Hey, look, y'all hear from the horse's mouth. We gonna get right into it, and I'm gonna stop all the yapping. Right before I do, gotta ask you to please hit that like button. You know, I'm trying to get an algorithm and do more than 1, 2, 3, or 4 views. Y'all know it. Next, share this with not just yourself, family, friends, and etc. If you have patience, of course, if you got the time. And what I need more out of you than anything is subscribe to the channel. If you don't want to do it now, you can surely wait to the end of this video where I will be to remind you of keeping your word. Right? Last but not least, notification bell keeps you notified on any and everything this channel produces. Roll it.
And the biggest thing is, with all this stuff that's going on, because I really come up under, I hate to keep going back to this dude, Meech stuff, but it's just like, all those people that he took care of, bro. How did he come home broke? All the people that he took care of. You got Jeezy in the cut, like, what's his standpoint?
I think Jeezy, and I remember hearing this around this time, because when I was in Atlanta with BMF,
I
didn't see Jeezy around. I saw Blue Da Vinci around.
Yeah, I remember. I know exactly what happened, but bygones can be by. At this point, the shit that happened with Jeezy and BMF didn't have nothing to do with Meech for real. It was the you not looking out for Meech, and they felt a certain type of way. And on the lowest key, he really was looking out for Meech.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I had heard at the time that Jeezy started getting hot, Jeezy wasn't signed to BMF. Never. He was just around.
Never. But the cosign was crazy.
The cosign was crazy, and Meech was paying a lot of money to DJs. You know, they would go to the strip club, and it was like, yo, here's 10,000, play a bunch of Jeezy records.
Exactly.
And that was happening over and over again, but Meech was never officially signed to BMF when he signed his deal. Because I guess Meech was making so much money with drugs that he kind of didn't really care.
Yeah, he didn't really care.
He didn't really make one difference or another. And I don't know whether this is true or not, but I remember hearing this around this time, was people were telling me that, you know, before Jeezy signed a Def Jam, Jay-Z pulled him aside and said, you need to separate yourself from these guys because they're all going to prison. And he separated himself. And if you remember, there was a whole situation between like Blue Da Vinci and Jeezy, and like Blood Raw was involved. There was like a shootout that happened.
Did the chain come and missing?
I don't know about the chain, but it was something to do with Jeezy not
I know what's up.
doing verses, or he did one verse, but they wanted more verses, and something. Blue Da Vinci, I think was expecting Jeezy to like really like rock with him and help him with his music career.
You should have had another artist, Blue, because your shit was outdated by that point.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Meech loved Blue, and he put a lot behind Blue.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he should have had a roster of artists.
Yeah, and at that point, what I'm saying is, all right, you got Rick Ross that threw him some money. Jeez, Meech just came home. Your whole shit is BMF, whether you signed or you didn't. Like, it's this many years later. I don't know where you at in life, but Big Meech is home, man. Throw a dog a bone, whether it be 50, 100,000, 20,000. Like, if you see a man of that caliber that used to fly, so that makes it even worse. You wasn't even signed to him. He letting you drive Lamborghinis. He flying you all across the world. He putting ice around your neck. You get what I'm saying? All of this to where a motherfucker can't, you know what I mean? Like, that shit fucked up, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, Jeezy probably should have looked out a little more. I mean, I don't know what happened. Maybe he did look out. And maybe Meech just thought that he's going to be a millionaire based on the accolades. That everyone's, like, he'll give me 100, he'll give me 200. Next thing I know, I'll have $1 million.
Yeah, that's what he thought.
But it doesn't really work that way.
But I promise you, I feel like he can't access what he needs to access, and he needed that to hold over until he can access what he can access. And it's not going as planned, so it's fucked up.
Keep in mind, me and Freeway Rick Ross had a long conversations about this.
Yeah.
Most times, when you get out after doing a stretch like that, all that money that you got stashed is gone. And there'll be a great excuse. Well, my money was low. I needed it, whatever.
Yeah, for sure. If you let your family...
The property you put in other people's names, they're not going to sign it back onto you.
For sure.
This is everything that happened to Ricky Ross.
That's what happened to my people,
and it was like,
too.
What are you going to do? You can't sue them.
Yeah.
Hey, I bought this hotel with his drug money, and I signed it on to my cousin, and now he won't give it back to me. You can't say that. What are you supposed to do? Do some gangster shit and end up back in prison?
Yeah, but
can't do that.
And that's why the shit that you can't leave shit with nobody. So it's probably because you got to think just as short as fucking 3-4 years ago they just found $4 million inside of a stash spot in Meech's car that was getting auctioned off.
Oh really?
Yeah, they just found for like. The man was playing with way more than they could recover.
Fair
at
enough.
The end of the day, you don't even have a wife, you don't have a girlfriend at the time to where you can even trust. Like even Lil Meech's mom, like he could have told her where fucking $8 million was at. That should be fucking 80,000 right now. You know what I mean? So hopefully that's what he going through. But I just hate to see that everybody turns on him. That's what lets you know if you rappers that's having it right now, if y'all can learn anything from what's going on with Big Meech, like anybody that's a millionaire right now, bro, and going through something, because I'm damn near that went through that shit ever since my situation been fucked up. Like when the feds came and raided me, it's like you take care of everybody. You make sure everybody look good. You make sure that you got black trucks. You make sure that, you know what I mean? Everybody that can't afford outfits and shoes, you make sure that they got it together. You buying tickets, sometimes putting them before your kids and your family. Then when you fucking fall, nobody there. It's nobody there. They don't even know that nigga $500 could make a difference. In his case, it might be 5,000. You don't know what could make a difference because y'all see the dude that was the boss the whole time that you was living off of him. You was wishing you was in that position. And now the fact that you can shit on him and not give him nothing, you gonna use that to your advantage, and that's fucked up.
So I agree with Bricc Baby for the first time in a long while. It's been a while. Not gonna lie, just like to wholeheartedly agree with Bricc Baby, it's tough, y'all. But yeah, like keeping it a buck, like, you know what I'm saying? Jeezy did a lot for Big Meech in the aspect of keeping his name alive, made that song that garnered millions and millions of people of people's attention. So he has done for Big Meech, but like Bricc Baby say, you could have broke off too, like on some 42 Doug type stuff, or what 42 Doug gave him 100,000, could have gave him 50. You know what I'm saying? Even though that wouldn't have been nothing, could have gave him. You feel me? But like it ain't like Jeezy ain't do nothing. You feel me? And I feel like, do we even know if Jeezy has done something for him, or do we know if a lot of people in the industry and outside of the industry, do we know what they've done for Big Meech or not? In reality, no. But what I am going to say is, whoever has done what, and I'm not looking down on them, but they could have done much better, because, you know, Big Meech had to go cross somebody who was helping his son the whole time he was down. Big Meech had to go cross 50 and go take a picture with Ross in order to pay some bills. And I ain't gonna say he did that just to pay bills, but Ross did give him the money. What was it, like right before the picture or after the picture, or I don't know. But y'all get where I'm going with it. And y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. Like, is everybody wrong for not breaking Big Meech off as like he the Messiah or something? You know, just going to his home, offering money, sending it through the mail every time they see him out in public. You know, going to withdraw money, pulling money out their socks, giving it to him. You know, how y'all feel about it? Along with that, please attach that like button. Like I say, this lets the algorithm know that this video has what it takes to win. You know, share this. We already talked about that. Notification bell. Tap it. Tap it. And I told you to subscribe to the video, and you told me you would, and I would be here to remind you at the end. You know I'm here. Stop playing. This is the real Soda TV, self-proclaimed #1 news reporter on YouTube at this time. I'm out of here.